Good afternoon. This is Robert Goodman, Positive Strokes Staying Clean. Today, I would like to talk to you about regret. Last thing we talked about was meditation and safe space and boundaries to protect ourselves. But a thing that we goes along with that is regret. As you start to live your life again, and as you look back to your past, there are regrets. Things that you know now that you should have did differently. And what happens is that that regret can be a weight that will carry with you that you can never get rid of. Regret is just mistakes that you've made that you wish you hadn't. But you must understand and know that the only way that you can recover from regret is to let go and let a power greater than yourself restore you to sanity. Meaning to let you know that you're imperfect. You're going to make mistakes. Some mistakes you're going to make bigger than others. Some are going to be small. Some are going to be grave, and it's going to hurt deeply. I've made some big mistakes in my life. There are mistakes that I've made that I still cry over. Mistakes that I know that nothing that I do today will change the fact of the pain and remorse that I have. How do you live with that, the mistakes you made? Well, the program of recovery, I remember when I was letting go my fourth step and I was letting all this information out and oh I was crying and I was upset and I realized just how bad I really was and how much addiction has destroyed my life and I mean it totally hit me just how much damage I did to myself and to others. I remember my sponsor, he got down, he told me, he said, we get down on it, we prayed. After I read all the stuff that I did, we prayed. Then he lit a match and he burnt that paper, the papers up that I written everything down. And after we prayed and it was burnt, it was like a big weight that was lifted off of me that I wasn't carrying anymore. But what replaced it, that weight, was remorse. And I just didn't know how to fix what I've destroyed. I had no idea or how I was going to fix it. And then I realized as I'm doing inventory of myself, I'm doing work in recovery. The information came to me is that there's nothing I could do. It's dead, done, you did it, it's over, there's nothing that I could. There's no guarantee that the people that harmed will forgive me. Most of them didn't. Some play like they forgave me, but you can see that facade, that fakeness, and you know, looking at you and hating you in the same eyelid. But what I want to try to express with you and to try to get you is that we can't let mistakes that we made in the past affect our present and destroy our future. As bad as the mistakes were, is we've done all you can do. You asked for forgiveness. You're working having a better life for yourself. You're working a program of recovery. You're doing what you need to be doing. But you know what? That lump and that pain is still on that chest, ain't it? Yeah, I know. I carried around a lot. Some of the things I did, I carried it because they're very painful. And there's nothing that I could do to rectify. So I must find a formula to allow me to live with the bad choices I've made in my life to cause other people harm and hurt. And the only thing that I could do that gave me some power to overcome these situations is to let go and let a power greater than myself deal with them situations because I can't deal with it alone. I can't. I need something power greater than me to carry me through the pain that was done to me and also the pain that was I done to others. So how do we get past this and don't stumble back into our addiction? We're human. You're human. I'm human. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. Nobody's on this earth is perfect. Nobody has the perfect formula to live the greatest life. Each one of us have to search our souls and our hearts and make good decisions and find out what truly works for ourselves. It's a tall order, but it's a necessary one. Because what works for Robert doesn't work for Robert's wife. What works for Robert's wife doesn't work for Robert. Everybody has to find their own way. Everybody. Life is simple. We just make it complicated behind putting feelings and emotions into the equation of what needs to be done. Jealousy comes into play a lot. When a person is jealous of somebody else or what they have or how they're living their life, or they wish they had that life that they have, and the jealousy comes in, then what happens is you lose focus on yourself. You lose yourself because you're so wrapped up in what they're doing and you're not growing. Even what happens is you digress because all your focus is on the person or the people that you're jealous of. Why be jealous? The thing is, we all have an opportunity to live our best lives. We all have an opportunity to live the life that we choose. But we have to work for that. It doesn't just come by osmosis. It just doesn't come to us. It's just not just giving to us. We have to find the path. We have to search our souls. We got to figure out what's right for us and what's wrong for us. We have to understand to follow the rules and regulations of the law. We have to find out that we have no power. That the only power we have is for ourselves. We can't power our children. They have to be willing to do the right thing. and to accept the information that a parent gives to them. Because if they do not accept it, they're going to do their own thing, regardless of what comes out their mouth. Their actions will prove whether they're doing it your way or their way. And if they're doing their way and they're going down the rabbit hole, then you have some big decisions to make. So remember this: you are the most important person to yourself. And don't let regret or the actions of others divert you from your primary purpose of living your best life. God has given you life, which I believe He's given you life, gave you the greatest gift that you can ever have. It's up to you to make it your best life. It's not up to Robert. It's not up to your mother. It's not up to your father. It's up to you. And in order for you to live your best life, you must understand the rules and regulations of the world. You must understand your position. You must understand your position at your job. You must respect your position at home. The only power you have is yourself. I wish each and every one of you a great day. Please don't let the pain of the past divert you from your primary purpose of living your best life. I'm working on a website. As you know, I've been posting it out there and I'm working on it. And you could check where how you can get to it, but it's going to be a little while. In 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks, I will be having an operation, and everything else will happen after the fact. As I face going under the needle and going under, I might not wake up, and I realize that. But for me to stay positive, I think like this: if my life would end at that operation, God has blessed me with recovery. He allowed me to go through the pain so I could find myself and redirect myself in living the right way. The beautiful thing is, He's given me my dream by the woman that's my other part, my partner, my friend, my soulmate. That's all I really wanted out of life, and He gave it to me. And I'm happy about that. So if my end comes at this operation, I'm at peace because He's given me the greatest gift to grow old with somebody, to love somebody, to be there for somebody, to have their back against all odds. And she does the same for me. And we're constantly working on each other to make our lives better because life has hurt both of us in some types of way. There's not a human being on this earth that hasn't been hurt in their lifetime or any type of trauma. We worked through our trauma together. We were two, but we became one. Y'all have a great day, and remember, live your best life. Don't take your life for granted because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. You have a great day.